Good morning, my Tamasaba lovers. Not sure whether you can tell, but there is only 3 Tamasabas in this tank. So, put all of them in the tank yesterday. Salted it to 0.3% to try and relieve any stress. And these 3 Tamasabas really started maybe bullying stripe, the Yamasan Tamasaba, which is the biggest one, which I thought was a little bit strange because it is much bigger. It's quite a few years older. I don't know whether it was bullying because Stripe's got some sort of ongoing illness. I don't know. I'm not too sure what's wrong with it. Whether it's an immune problem, some weakness, or skin and everything else looks fine. And the calico Tamasaba was absolutely fine just with Stripe on its own. But these ones were relentless. So I had to separate Stripe out, put Stripe in on his own. What I plan to do is put Stripe back in this tank with just the calico, because that's the one it was okay with, and put the 2 small Tamasabas, the Marushin Tancho and the Tiger Tamasaba, in the little tank, and then bring them in one by one rather than all together at the same time. See if that makes any difference. Yeah, see how they get on. Which means I can't do the repairs to the tank that I wanted to do. But there we go. I just didn't like the bullying that was going on. Could be that Stripe is female and these ones are male. I'm not very good at sexing Tamasabas, and the small ones just are too small to really tell. So I'll see if I can have a look at the calico Tamasaba today, because it has put on a lot more weight. See if that is male. That could have been it, or it could have just been bullying because Stripe is weak for some reason. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll move them around again. So there we go. Stripe in his tank, or her tank maybe thinking it's a lady Tamasaba. Absolutely fine now. But yesterday had gone really pink. Didn't like it. And we've been chased around all the time. Okay, let's get them moved. Okay, so the water was the same temperature, like 20 degrees, and when I filled the water back up from this tank, I filled it from the quarantine tank, so it all should be the same. So let's see how these 2 little Tamasabas get on in this tank, and how the big yamasan gets back on with the calico Tamasaba. And then we'll slowly introduce them. Just means I've got to move the sponge filters back in, to the little tank and then move them one by one. But I guess this means I can probably get a few more shots of these new Marushin Tamasabas, get some better pictures of them, which would be cool. So if anyone's got any ideas of what's been going on, any suggestions, put it in the comments, let me know. Okay, so the 2 Marushin Tamasaba into the little tank. There's the Tancho. And see, here's that tiger Tamasaba. You can get a really good look at the pattern on it now. Now it's in this tank. And when it gets big, that will look much better. The black will stretch and it'll get like the hi-utsuri koi style. Okay, and here's Stripe with the calico Tamasaba. Seem to be okay at the moment. I'll check back in a little bit to make sure they're okay. To make sure they're settling and not too stressed. And then the only thing I can think of doing is moving them one at a time into the same pond together. So I hope you've enjoyed this update. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, got any thoughts. If you've, what do you think? Is it breeding or is it bullying? I don't know. Be interested to hear what everyone thinks. Thanks for watching.